Hello and welcome back to Ultimate General Civil War. So, some of you told me that I should not take veterans in battle, but more recruits because it's expensive. But hey, what are you going to do? So, we're going to do a quick mission here. And it was a little bit weaker, so I want to check this one because I know the other one is actually fairly difficult. Now, I'm actually doing a little bit of post-commentary because I actually forgot to turn on my microphone, which is always great. So, yeah. So, a rumor from Virginia civilians say that a rebel force of 1600s is moving to Hanover Courthouse. Our scouts estimated enemy strength will not exceed 6,000, but it's still a cause of concern that force could move southwest and flank us right. Alright, so you must advance and deal with the threat. Our main army needs to keep pressing the rebels towards Richmond so you can have no more than one division. Alright. We spared some more detachments and they're on their way to join you. Alright, well, there we go. Defend your position to be the point, la-di-da-di-da. So, this is actually a fairly interesting mission. And I actually don't know if this is an historical mission. While I was playing this, right, yeah. I was deciding here, what am I gonna take here? I'm checking for the Gansko, so the guys with the Springfield rifles, they're gonna go out, because, you know, if you're fairly limited, you want the best of the best in the field. And here I was a little bit dubbing, like, okay, what am I gonna take skirmishers or cavalry with me? And this is mostly a defensive battle anyway, so I don't think I really... at the end of this side, I don't really need as much. I just need raw manpower in the field, and that's kind of what we go for. And I'm even dubbing here. Do I need the cannons? Those cannons aren't really that much of a... they don't kill that much, but they do a lot of morale damage, and up close they just completely wreck. So here we decide, okay, that's what we're going to take in. We wanted those two positions, so near the barn, to side of the forest, and there was the two divisions in the middle, and then the cannons in there. So right about now, we should be starting. Stop trying to explain tactics when nobody's there to listen. Alright, so we're gonna send everything at least to the beginning. Just go there and we'll give you your final orders later. You know, at least get these guys moving, and then we'll start, you know, giving them their specific orders. Alright. Yeah, now we're gonna set up specific orders. I was kind of surprised when I played this. This mission turned out entirely different, and I know very little about the Civil War, like I was saying before. So this might be like an historical thing that happened. So that people that actually are, you know, these Civil War buffs that were like, I know what's gonna happen on this mission. Well, I don't have that in any of these fights. So I'm just checking here quickly what our victory condition is. Still drinking in the background. I'm terribly sorry, but talking for prolonged periods of time is really making my throat itchy. And I want to spend the next 20 minutes in a cough fit. Doesn't sound like a really fun thing to do. Anyway, yeah, moving in position. So, and this is where I notice... Well, I actually haven't noticed it yet, because I've been funking around a few. There it is. There I noticed that... Oops. The enemy is a lot closer, but it's a fairly small division, so... I'm not overly worried, you know, seeing... 938 troops, so I'll just immediately set Woods and everything in position. I'm still comfortable, you know, with how the things are. Like Grimes, so retreat General Grimes, get back here, and should say is, you know, making preparations. There we go, open for our first shots. They don't really stand a chance. Look at that. We lost 3. And they lost nearly 100. Okay, we lost 4 guys. We lost, well, you know, one of the cannon people got, you know, stray around. We're already moving here on the flank and everything. So far, see, Wagner is still going in that force position. Because I was like, okay, well, if we need to defend, I want to defend that river line. Because that's going to be the easiest point. You know, they're slow, they're not going to be comfortable with where they are. They're in the water, so they're very low defenses. So we just decimated that entire thing. So, okay, moving my guys back into position. I really hate doing post-commentary. God. Oh well. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? So yeah, just, okay, there we notice. What I did notice actually is that most of these divisions that we're fighting against do have 2 chevrons or stars in experience. And you know, that's kind of surprising. These are fairly highly trained troops that we're fighting here. I did not actually notice the flank of Wagner here. That's when a fire hit, you know, some surround sound was great, and hearing fire from the left, like, what? So, the rebels are attacking from all sides. This was kind of what creeped me out, because I just saw 2 divisions, and I knew a third was moving towards the top. So it's still like, okay, well, they're probably still attacking from all sides of the river. So let's just dig in as we were. Just put the cannons where they are. Wagner, you dig in. You've got nice 75% cover in that forest, so nothing to worry about. And then Grimes started moving a little bit, and I actually haven't noticed it, but it's because it's hidden underneath my current corps divisions and the icons. There are some skirmishes on our back, and yeah, I haven't seen them yet. But they have opened fire on something or other, because that's why the general and Grimes, the supply troops, were moving. But they are skirmishes, so they just dash in and out. It's gonna take me at least some time before I notice them again. This is where I decided, well, I must have seen them somehow, I guess, you know, because I'm marching woods back. It's kind of difficult to and afterwards try to exactly figure out what you were doing. Anyway, so we're taking there we go. Got a rear flank on the cavalry. This is when I really noticed. Okay, yeah, woods is a problem here. Just take care of it, please. So you'll protect our rear. Skills will protect that direction, and Loomis is gonna, you know, if anything comes across the river. And Wagner is getting more and more crap to deal with, basically. And there's a little bit of charge. This is where you see that river crossings are horrendous, because, you know, a single volley and another 100 or so die. Cannons are preparing to fire. And this is kind of where I'm like, okay, well, I want to see. Ooh, Grimes just take a solid hit in the back. Woods, take care of that. This is also where I mentioned that what I really would like to see in this game is 2 different codes for the artillery, because I wish I would be able to see the range of the cannons in which they switch from a regular round shot to canister shot. So yeah, so we spot more and more rebels. This is kind of where I noticed that, okay, nothing is coming from the northeast. It's all coming from the northwest, which is problematic. And I want to move woods in there, but, you know, there's the skirmishers, so I really don't want to risk the flanking fire. And Wagner is now really in a bad spot, so I'm like, okay, crap, Wagner, you need to move a little bit. Okay, skills, you need to get in here now, because you're getting flanked, and that 28th NC is, you know, it's gone, so you need to give an eye on the 7th NC, and Wagner is not doing well. And then, okay, Schweitzer, just keep those guys, because they're just not moving, like, at all. So just, you know, keep the cannons will do that, and if they try to cross, they will just take, you know, a nice round of canister shot. So Loomis, I decided that it's the time that, okay, Loomis, you're not going to be useful down there in the forest. It's time for you to become more useful. Wagner, I think I'm going to move him soon. I want to move Wagner slightly more, you know, orientate him slightly more, because I have the feeling that he's getting flanking shots on him, but apparently he doesn't. So I'm a bit confused here, like, what's going to happen? Hold, don't move, you know. Stop wiggling, just get your shit right. You know, move the general in position so you can provide that extra morale. I genuinely don't know if it actually is, but I'm playing this game like I would play a total war game, so that's kind of the knowledge I bring to the table. Alright, Lewis, take your... Okay, so this is the moment where skills is gonna fully support Wagner. And, you know, this is going to be like this firing advance, what they're doing, because when they have a shot, they will take it. And I don't really mind them doing it. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying, because you kind of want to move them into position. But yeah, it's not the worst. So Woods is gonna start the flank around, and Lewis is gonna assist with that one. Actually, Lewis is gonna first just stay there, and then there is the rest of it. Race, York, all here. And initially, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send a lot up here up the north to flank the 16th NC, but not really. So Grimes, our little cavalry division, which is about as inept as always. I really don't know how to use cavalry. Either because with infantry, with cannons, I can make like these huge kill death plays, right? Cavalry, not at all, like none of it. Wood's getting flanked, but it's bloody skirmishers. Really annoying. Really annoying. And Wagner's still not in a great position, but, you know, he's getting some support. These cannons just, by the way, just take care of themselves. The 403, those 28th NC is not doing well. So, Brace or Race, you're going to take care of that. York, I'm still going to put them in that position, but I think I'm pretty soon I'm switching their position. This is also where I noticed that there's just a lot more in the back here. This is all coming, you know, from the east and the northeast. Nothing is coming from the initial point. So Loomis is gonna just run and save Svetsta and York. Like here is where I'm like, okay, York, Walton, you have to take care of this. Grimes, start cleaning up those bloody skirmishes. And Race is the one that's gonna try to prevent a. You just do a little bit of a back attack on those divisions there. So we don't have to much worry about it, so we can just start a circle around on those few troops. Because as you can clearly see, his divisions are fairly small. They're less than 1,000 on all of that we met. And we have a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, we'll have 4, 5, 6, 7 fully divisions of 2,000 men each. See, at least what we started with. Our general actually took a bit of fire, just noticed that a little bit of armor load. Got some cavalry, we got some cannons, you know, we got some desperate charges on our guys, but you know, nothing's much really happening. And cannons being put in place, and there is the 16th NC. They're gonna charge into Loomis, and it's gonna lead to a well, not an unexpected result. But at the time, I was a bit surprised that it happened. But yeah. And no, it's not Loomis breaking. That would have been a brutally unexpected result. But yeah, rear fire, you get a rouse, so the guys completely surrender because they can't go anywhere. They've got Race behind them, they've got Loomis in front of them, so they were like, yeah, fuck it, we're out. So they completely surrender. Not that big of a surprise, considering, you know, with the position are. There's a beautiful flank on there. So Walton got a little bit of skirmishing, York, and I'm kind of mostly commanding these guys now. It's time to start running. We need to get this battle line set up and stop pussyfooting around. And, you know, Grimes, get your cavalry in behind these guys, because we maybe can surrender them. Because that would have been neat if we could surrender a little bit more, but you know. Then I notice I'm getting flanked again. It seems, look, that's my problem with these with this ranged cavalry. They're always getting flanked. Like, I don't know what it is, but they put in a shot and they turn around, so they always get a return shot on their ass. So either I don't know, I'm not good with them, but I think I need to use them more as an harassing force, trying to get behind the enemy, stuff like that. But yeah, our line is finally starting to take shape, and I'm gonna move York and Walton a little bit to the side so Loomis can fill up the center there. And we've got more troops, like everywhere you can see Confederate troops just running through our lines, just completely bailing, and you know, it's not good, you know, for the enemy. Just these smaller divisions, this is like a desperation attack, you know. This is a attempted ambush that's been made, which completely failed. So we're gonna do and kill as much as we can. So we're gonna move our guys across the river, get them flanking over, like Grimes, keep an eye on those skirmishers. And it's like, this cavalry is slow. Like, somehow it feels more sluggish and more stoic and unmaneuverable in comparison to regular infantry like this. It's just, what are you doing? How do you get flanked? Like, how do I speed you up? Why is it so slow to do anything? Like, no, just charge into it, you know. You should have some melee skill. Well, they don't, apparently. Okay, the line is a bit of a faster clock. I should probably move skills a slight bit, but yeah, you know, it's not too bad. Like, half of Woods would technically not be able to fire, but you know, luckily they still do. Yeah, they're just getting pounded right now. This is not even funny anymore for the enemy, and this is where I noticed that Grimes is literally just getting himself killed by a bunch of skirmishers. Yes, they're level 2 skirmishers. They're pretty good at their job, but if we're talking about 100 and something skirmishers again, nearly 650 cavalry units. That's not a good one. That's just a bit sad. So yeah, we're just driving them into the forest. And enemy is routing a lot, you know. desperation charges, routings. It just does not look good. It's not a good day to be a Confederate soldier. It's not a good day to be a Confederate soldier at all. You know, you got guys surrendering, you've got, you're being flanked on multiple sides. You know, they had a great initiative what they started with, but didn't end out that well for them. See, another division just completely collapsed on a charge down there. They're gonna just run away. These guys are not, you know, they're never gonna rejoin. So here is where I'm like, okay, we gotta do this seriously. We gotta just do a full-blown surround on them. See, another division just ran through our lines. They just dropped weapons and was like, well, fuck it. Walden going on the flank of York. And this, I kind of like that these later game battles, it doesn't, because, yeah, they're big on battles and they don't allow me to speed through a lot of it. Because that's what I had a problem with the early battles. Like, why is there a slower speed, you know? Why doesn't the game run at a faster speed at default? But I'm actually starting to notice that, yeah, the slower speed is actually does serve a purpose. It does serve a purpose. Anyway, yeah, we're not really gonna speed up because this is the point where I'm like, yeah, we're done. You know, we need to sit out those 15 minutes, you know, of doing what now. Walden, you know, he gets in a cheeky little flank on Walden, but this is not, you know, Walden immediately retreats because, you know, they're fucking cowards. Nah, you get that retreat, you know, you're on the flank, you're in a crap position, you have safety behind you, we got troops behind you, so why the hell wouldn't you, you know, just make a minor retreat, get back, you know, to safe grounds, and then just put on the attack. But yeah, that's it, this is the battle. It's going pretty good, if I have to say so far. Kind of happy with the result. So yeah, good, you know, 7,000, so it was both intel was off, but good kill-death ratio. And they have no guns, they have no cavalry, so yeah. Kill-death ratio there, pretty good, well, 1 in 3 almost. I think, yeah, that was a 1 in 3, so yeah, we got some additional recruits, because we got some prisoners exchanged, and yeah, we have to set some stuff up. So finally get reconnaissance 4, which gives us some basic information. It gives us a little bar on top that shows you basically how much stuff there is. And yeah, next up is going to be politics. So we're going to keep everything at, then put the rest at 3. Then we're going to army organization at higher. So here I'm kind of surprised like what's going on. I'm going to give, oh right, give these guys marksmanship training. And like, why is the command so low? I don't really understand. So, like, wait, even a veteran. And it just takes me a second to realize that is this guy not strong enough? No, he's a, you know, he's a brigadier general. So I realized that my 1st division guy is missing at some point. Like, Olaf clan, what's happening? There you go. Good going, Dimosa. Right, so now it's fixed. I think we're gonna veteran up most of them actually. At least these guys, because they, I don't actually know why I didn't like this, but it's not that bad.
Yes, sir.
York.
Yes, sir.
Walton, you know, all get a resplice of veterans, and you know, these guys getting their not their discipline training, but their endurance courses. You know, faster moving, a lot more stamina. I kind of want to, you know, these guys need to keep in the fight. And yeah, that seems to be like still not a gun there. Sadly, those don't upgrade in between these smaller battles, only after the big ones. Yeah, well, there's a little bit of resupply there to be going on, but you know, that's minor stuff. I'll put Grimes back at full.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, that's I think about. Oh wait, no, that's actually we're gonna do a little bit more. And actually, it isn't buying new guns for my other corps. Yeah, it's a major general, so it's kind of like, can I replace that guy? Okay, maybe I can, maybe I can't. So I think I'm gonna move Schweitzer away from. Right, yeah, I'm gonna buy some colonels. So Grimes gonna be replaced by Haas. And Milroy. I'm gonna move Schweitzer as our division commander because I noticed that it's a bit strange that my. Yeah, this is where I literally have no clue what I was thinking. So I need to buy colonels just to replace, and then Schweitzer is gonna be you know, the division commander now, because why would they, you know, I mean, just getting some guys. This is gonna increase hopefully the performance of all of them in the thingy Merbab. And I'm actually gonna upgrade Maxwell to a full-sized squadron because they have enough rifles for it. Where's Pittsburgh? No, it's gonna be Maxwell, I think. Yeah, with his repeater rifles. It's expensive as hell, but you know, these guys are gonna do a lot of flanking fire, and these Pittsburgh is more of a scouting division anyway, so you know that's kind of the idea. All right, so yeah, and once again, I'm just really want to go for those JF Browns because you know that's gonna be sniper division, and we still have a lot of room here to get another division set up. You know. So, yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing? Can I forward another infantry brigade? No, I can't. Well, shame. Let's go on to the next battle. And this is around the time I notice that don't have my microphone on. Just a little quick save in between. And, yeah, good start. So, yeah. We should be... Like, 20 seconds. Wow. It's going to take me another 20 seconds to figure out that my mic's not on. I'm talking about the fact that we've defeated some enemies. And I'm hoping that the Gainus mill will have 7.5% less enemy forces. So, yeah. Here we are at the moment I realize I have no mic. The moment that you realize your mic's not working. So you've been listening to some after-the-fact voiceover. Always lovely. Alright, we've seen this introduction. Let's do this shit. Right. I want skills, looms, and York to take this side. Then I want Wagner up to see if you can take this hillside. Then we've got some cannons that I want to place like right here in the forest. I will stay with that. That will stay with that. And then we've got some cavalry. We can send all the way like that. Then I want Maxwell to join the cavalry. And we got Pittsburgh right here in the middle in the trees. There we go. Good battle plan. And I wish I could control the ships better. Now we actually have a numerical disadvantage here. According to the stop bar. Which I actually really like. So, you know, some people will say like you just need money. And that's it. I like the idea that I can actually, you know, see what the enemy has and has left. So, you're right, get around, and we might see if we get some flanking fire going on. Loomis, there we go. Skills. Okay, so we got Jackson. Yeah, I know you're flanked, but, you know, we're about to flank Jackson. Nice. Immediate break, good. Okay, that's skills. Get in that fucking forest. Loomis, get in that forest. Can you guys just keep an eye on that like that? Pittsburgh. And then we get York to fill this up, I guess? These guys are just getting flanked at all times. That's the annoying bit about these guys. So... we need to get much fire as we can in that. Take some decent hits over here. Also dealing some decent hits. This is gonna be a brutal battle, and I think that's kind of be the entire idea. That this battle is gonna be brutal. Flanking fire there, flanking fire there. Maxwell is almost in... Right, there we go. Maxwell in place. York. God, Loomis, you're gonna take a lot of shit here. It's going a little bit too fast if you ask me, but... Sure, okay, we can have... Perhaps Haas can start some flanking maneuvers. Oh, what the hell is going on here? He's just letting me crap on him entirely. If we break this like this, like, there we go, yeah. Get your asses on a hooligan. You can keep harassing Jackson. We got an incredible flank going on here on this. Look at that. And where are you guys facing? Yeah, you're getting shot in the back. Loomis, you are a bloody god right now. Yeah, you guys take care of that. Okay, Gladen. Race. This is gonna be like a heavy casualty battle, and I don't really know if this is gonna be worth it in the end, but... York, you are not looking at the correct position here. Skills, can you just move slightly to the side here? Start running, actually, because this is... time to get some speed in this thing. Still need to somehow manage to get... So they're diverging a lot of fire here. You, turn to the skirmishers. Turn slightly to the side, and her melee charge here. You really want to slow down these bigger battles. I cannot really afford the... Well, at least we're completely crafting our supplies, and Haas is having some fun, I guess. Skirmishers are skirmishing. Pittsburgh. I'm surprised Pond hasn't been completely shot to shit yet. Terminal Maxwell is wounded. Shit, I guess. Gladden and Race. So, okay, we're winning on a different front than I was hoping, but, you know. Pond is taking heavy casualties. Okay, I think it's time that we really close in again. Wow, this is a brutal battle. Like, seriously, I don't know how you're expected to win this one at all, actually. This is insane. We're already halfway through our allotted time, and look at that. Like, the amount of... you need to flank. Okay, at least, you know, get their bloody supplies. That's gonna at least take a lot of power out. Okay, supplies surrendered. Get those immediately sent to the backs there. Okay, get the cavalry going. Skirmishers, Wagner. Move closer. Okay, I need you guys to take care of this. See if you can hit Bragg or, you know, anything. The cannons there. Skills and York and Loomis, they are taking all of it. Jesus, fuck me. Well, at least we're trying, you know. I'm giving it my best. If we manage to melt Bragg, you know, that's gonna be glorious. But I think these ironclads are not capable of providing the proper support that we need. Okay, you start charging at Anderson. You get into the fucking woods right now. Wagner, keep an eye on that. If you woods, you get eyes on Gladiator. Haas, can you get some like harassment fire going? Loomis is still doing good. Okay, you can take fire on Gibson. Loomis, you need to turn slightly though. York, you have to take care of this. Okay, start attacking in the rear. That's gonna be the important bit. If we can take this entire side out of the equation, we have 2 divisions attacking in the rear, 3 up on the front. That's gotta be a morale issue if I've ever seen one. And you might want to start running before those cannons really start opening up on you. You guys are loading, good. Okay, yeah, okay. Good hits, good hits. Keep advancing, you know, that's the entire trick here, you know, we keep moving into better terrain. Okay, looks like they are retreating from the position because they're getting flanked from multiple sides. So we actually might be able to take this. Heavy casualties and all, but a victory is a victory, I think. So, get fire in on Jackson. Race, can you get right here? Wall in your position if you can ever get there. Yeah, this is like a heavy casualty fight I've ever seen one. This is kind of sucks that we had this one just before, you know, the big battle, but it's kind of the risk of this kind of stuff. Let's get some supplies forward. Get that supply caravan right there. You know. Should stop this one as soon as we can. Okay, York, can you move slightly more like that? Maxwell, can you start opening repeater fire again? Cavalry has retreated slightly. Well, at least we managed to, you know, push them out of their position. And now we're digging in. Good. Alright, you know. We managed to get to superior position right now. Good. Scales. Don't bloody lose it, though. Maxwell, I know you are not in ideal conditions, but a little bit of a gap there. These guys are kind of just here to protect my flanks, and that's what they're doing perfectly well. Yeah, there's just run into the edge of the map. Let's take a look though, because I think our casualties are on the high side. I have to be honest here. We lost 13% of our troops, man. That's just insane. But we killed more of the enemy because, well, apparently this is still going in our favor. Alright, just keep pressure. Okay, we've captured it. It's done. Yeah, we definitely killed a lot more of the enemy, but they deployed also a lot more stuff. Heavy battle. But, you know, victory is victory. I don't know if I can afford to fill up on veterans again, but, woo, baby. That was a big one. Alright, let's get politics up and running so we can get more income after the battle and recruiting becomes cheaper. The next one, we'll get, yeah, we get just more recruits. Doesn't get cheaper, we just get more recruits. Well, recruits so far hasn't been a problem, but we, you know, we got some experience here, that's pretty good. Okay, you've barely lost anything, so let's fill you up with veterans. We'll get you your endurance course, which the others have had as well. Maxwell has been taken out, so Lieutenant Colonel will be replacing you. Well, it's relatively cheap to replace you, and we can get you up to 500, I think. So it's a big division. Still don't have that cannon. Bloody hell. Okay, don't care much about you. You can become veteraned up. Actually, these 26,000 rookies gonna it's just gonna cut so much. Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, and you're close to 3, so yeah, you definitely deserve that one. I can rookie you up. That's fine. Not gonna be as much damage. Yeah, same for you. You're not that close to that point. Oh god, yeah, you are close to that point, Wagner. So you're gonna spend the money on you. It has. Oh, you're so close, but on rookies you're gonna not even lose that much. Alright, there we go, that's that set up. Still got some money in reserve. 17,000, not the best amount we have. Oh, race, you still need your... just need people for you. Or 4,000. Get some veterans, but... it's not as bad. I've got the money, why don't we? Alright, looking pretty good. We can get more people if we want to, so we can get another infantry brigade, just 2,000 large, and supply them fully. Don't know if I should have done that, but I just did. Right. Alright, with that I'm actually going to end the video, so I want to thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Have a very good day. Bye bye.